Hi, Chef Can here. How are you today? Cheers on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Welcome to my YouTube website, where today I'll be making chicken masala. So I want you to sit back, relax, and let me do all the work. And I want you to just watch and just chill and have a glass of water on me. Basically, I butterflied the chicken breast, one chicken breast, and I got multiple slices here. So basically what we'll do is take it, fairly easy, dip it in the flour, shake off the excess, and just set it aside. I had done a couple more before, for time purposes. And now we're going to fry it up. So we want to have it on medium, and this is a very popular dish with a lot of people. Obviously, traditionally they would have veal masala, but veal is so expensive these days that everybody's turning to chicken, and as you can tell, you know, prices are going up and up and up. So I might as well try to take one piece of breast, which they're huge, and then butterfly into many slices, so you can get a complete serving of 4 people with one breast. And then you add your vegetables and your carbohydrates, rice or potatoes or pasta. All right? So basically we'll just pan fry it, and as we pan fry it, we'll lay it away from us as we drop it. We don't want to put too many in because it will reduce the heat. So we'll put around 4 pieces. Let it sit here for a little bit, and the purpose of this is to give it a coating, so it will keep the chicken breast moist. As you probably know, chicken breast can be very dry when you cook it, and we want to try to avoid that. So with the tenderization of the chicken, breaking up the muscle, as well as giving it a nice little coating protection, you're going to have a nice moist chicken. So you want to have a nice brown color. I did 2 pieces already, and you got a nice brown color. So always cook it at medium. You don't want it to go high, because even though it may cook quickly, it'll dry it out quickly. So you want to do it at a low flame. Now I don't advise you sitting here next to a butane stove, because obviously the hazards that this can tip over. So I just want to let you know, you do it at your leisure on your kitchen oven top. Just cooking, keep it low. So we got masala wine, a little chicken broth to extend it, cornstarch to thicken it up, a little dark soy sauce to give it a little color. So, what are you guys doing today? Well, I love to cook. So this is my passion. So I want you to see how easy it is, even with the shortcuts. I mean, using the cornstarch, traditionally you would want to make a roux, but many of you may not know what a roux is. So just make it a cornstarch solution, thicken it up, you get the same result. I don't want you to spend as much time in the kitchen. So we'll flip it over. Since they're sliced thin, it's going to cook pretty quick. Don't overcook it, because you're going to have further cooking with the mushrooms and the sauce. Cheers to you on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Just a reminder, if you like the video, please give a subscribe, press subscribe so you can be notified of future videos that I have, and give me a thumbs up that you liked it. So you got the color. It's perfect. In the restaurant, because masala is so common, they make that in bulk. So when you want to order a masala, they just squirt a portion of it. It's already made. Okay, masala wine is a sweet wine, so you may want to offset it with a little salt, but you know, it's really up to you. But if you have a nice balance between salty and sweet, that's a perfect match. Alright, I'll be right back. So this may take a little longer, but it really depends on how many people you want to serve. If it's for a family of 4, this process here, if you did it prior to the actual cooking, may only take 10-15 minutes, okay? But the whole idea here is that it's homemade. You know exactly what you're putting into the meal. Okay, so you know that you're feeding your family healthy. In the restaurant, you don't know what they do, but they have to make it taste good because they want you to come back for more. So obviously a lot of salt, a lot of sugar to make it flavorful. But I can show you that with a minimum of that salt and sugar, we'll get just as good a meal at home. This is the only process, the preparation process is the longest. The actual putting together all the stuff together, the mushrooms, masala wine, and the gravy, it's really easy. So maybe 20 minutes after all this chicken is made, with the sauce and the mushrooms and whatever. With the same concept, we'll take the remainder of the chicken in my next video and we'll make chicken piccata. That's with capers, lemon juice, and butter, and white wine. Same basic preparation, but now the sauce is going to be a little bit different. So if you know how to do this, you'll be able to make chicken piccata. So you'll be able to make 2 dishes in the same amount of time. So meanwhile, I'll take some of the water, mix it with the cornstarch, so it's really equal parts of water to equal parts of cornstarch. When you stir it up, see, got a little messy here. And when you stir it up, this is called the slurry solution. If you want to take it out a little early, you can, because you're going to do additional cooking with the mushroom sauce, the masala sauce. So we'll take the excess oil, set aside. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just had to clean out the pan a little bit. Now, we're going to do the sauce. And basically, we'll use 1 second. We'll also use butter to give it some buttery butter flavor. Alright, so we'll put it on. Medium. You may want to add butter. Maybe instead of butter, you may want to add some olive oil. That's really up to you. But I feel the butter gives it additional flavor. Wish it around. Now, in terms of what goes next, I mean, it's the way that you feel comfortable with. I like to add the mushrooms. This is 1 pint. You like a lot of mushrooms, you add a lot of mushrooms. For the amount of chicken that we're using, and all this mushroom is going to shrink down because of all the chicken we have here, so it deserves a lot more mushrooms in it. We'll let it saute a little bit. We'll add some pepper. We'll add some salt. Okay. And then we'll stir it on. And obviously mushrooms are mainly water, so it's going to shrink a little bit. Increase the heat a little bit more. You may want to add a little bit more oil, just to expand it a little bit. Then add some chicken broth. And that's like about a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Maybe a dash of oil. Saute it, because just adding masala alone is going to make it very strong. You're going to have a whole bunch of people that are going to just want the whole bottle of masala wine. So just coat it pretty well, let it simmer. The mushrooms are slowly shrinking. And as always, you always should taste. Always taste whatever you make. Tasting is the most important. The recipe is only a guide. You add whatever you want to add to. Okay. So now we'll add some of the masala wine. I like to use a 1/2 cup. Don't worry, you're not going to get drunk. As the wine is cooking, the alcohol is going to evaporate and it's going to leave the masala taste. Now, the color. Seems like it's kind of like bland color. So when you add the chicken, you know, you may want to be able to present it with a beautiful brownish color to it. So we'll add a dash of dark soy sauce. Now, this is Chinese, yeah, but it's still color. So it's a little caramel color. Nobody will know. A dash. Mix it. And you'll see that the sauce comes to life a little bit. Okay. We'll let the mushroom flavor penetrate. We have the chicken broth. We have the salt and pepper. So let's, at this stage, let's taste it to see exactly what may be needed. I like to have a little bit more pepper. And maybe a dash of salt. And you have the sugar, because the masala wine, after the alcohol burns off, you have the masala taste, which is sweeter. So sweet and salty, a perfect combination together. The mushrooms have, I'm cooking. It's been reduced dramatically. The alcohol is burning off. You can smell the masala. Taste it again. You could taste it as much as you want. You want that perfect combination. Delicious. We'll add a little bit more salt because I've put a half a cup of the masala wine. The sweetness is a little overpowering. So when the sauce is ready, then you could add the cornstarch to thicken it up, and then we add the chicken last. So it's pretty quick and easy. I mean, the preparation takes the longest, but after you got the chicken browned, the sauce is minutes. Couple of minutes, and now we're going to add the cornstarch solution. You may have to stir it because the cornstarch does settle to the bottom, so that's important. We have the color, right? So make sure you distribute the cornstarch solution, which is also called a slurry solution. You could add garlic powder if you want, or fresh garlic. I decide not to use it. So you don't want it too thick, and you don't want it too watery. You want it just right. So you want it to be thick enough to coat the chicken. It's got the beautiful color. And now we'll add the chicken. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. All right. So we'll mix it up. So the flour on the chicken will grab some of the sauce and it will stick to the sauce, and here you go. You got the chicken masala, homemade by Chef Ken. Easy. The most 20 minutes. And 1, 2, 3. You know that it's homemade. You know what you're putting into it, and it's delicious. So let me try a piece. It's a tradition here. I'll have it with a piece of mushroom. You'll never believe it's chicken breast. Moist, tender, delicious. So, I want to thank you. Subscribe to my YouTube videos if you can. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw. And I'll be making another dish in a few more minutes in my next video. That will be chicken piccata. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. Remember, if you have nothing else to do, you can always go to my Etsy page, www.chefwucancollection.etsy.com, or go to my website at www.chefwucan.com. Got a lot of interesting articles. I'm also a restaurant critic, so you'll be able to see, you know, the restaurants I've gone to, fast food, what I think. And there's a whole bunch of interesting articles. You can check it out, and opinions. Okay? So www.chefwucan.com, see? Or www.chefwucancollection.etsy.com to see some of my products that I have. All homemade, all good. And I recommend the crunchy garlic chili oil relish that you could actually put on anything that you like. Okay? Thanks again, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye.